Hello, everyone. This is Cody Lee of BlackCatBooks.org, author of King Dio, Eye the Dragon, Rabbit Hole, and Cruel and Beautiful. The Nintendo Direct was awesome, no doubt. Everything they showed was great. There were a handful of exceptions, though. A handful. Just a handful. The indie games, as always, were awful. Deltarune was complete shit. And rather surprisingly, I have a big problem with Nintendo's one more game announcement. That's right. I did not like the look of Bayonetta 3 at all, and that's about what I expected going into this. Like I was saying that that they were taking too long to announce Bayonetta 3. There were obviously red flags. I was anticipating that this was going to be the last game Platinum would put out before they folded, and now that I've seen footage. Yeah, that's exactly what we got. Like nothing we saw in this trailer was in any way interesting or original. Like it felt like a really rushed, put together production, trying to desperately try and pique your interest and try to revitalize faith in Platinum and in Bayonetta 3. Like that's kind of my opinion on this. Like I don't believe Bayonetta 3 was anywhere near ready to be shown. I don't think that the production is all that good. I don't think the enemy designs are all that interesting. I don't like the look of the game, the combat, the visual design. Like it looks worse than Bayonetta 1 and 2, noticeably so in like the visual department and the action and the gameplay. Like I don't see this as being an upgrade. And a lot of people I think are trying to make the excuse that like it's Nintendo's fault, that it's like, oh man, this is running on Switch hardware. What do you expect them to do? Bullshit. Like this is entirely because Platinum Games has been bleeding talent for the past several years. They haven't been able to maintain their staff, and it's starting to bleed over into their games. Like Babylon's Fall didn't look good, and Bayonetta 3 does not look good either. There was nothing about this trailer that looked in any way appealing to me. Like they tried doing the fake out thing, wasn't all that interested in that. I was like aghast, like watching this, like watching the gameplay, watching like things play out, like watching them like handle this. When I compare it to like the Astral Chain trailer, right? What did Astral Chain do? Like it established like a setting, it established the action, like it looked visually stunning, it had all these things going on, it showed off the unique concepts. Bayonetta 3, like it did not look ready to be shown. It really didn't. Like I said, the action looks slow. The enemies don't look interesting. Like the combat, there was like another motorcycle scene, which is always terrible in these games. Like they demonstrated all this stuff that just makes me think that Platinum Games is losing it. This is probably the best looking game they've shown off in a long time, right? But it definitely does not look as good as 2. I'm reminded strongly of how I felt like looking at footage of 2, where I'm looking at the enemy design and how they behave and how Bayonetta moves around them, and you can kind of tell, I could kind of tell even back then that I don't think this game is going to be as good as the original. And when I got it, by the time I got to chapter 9 or something, I was it is worse than the original. Bayonetta 3 looks worse than that. Considerably so. And it was kind of a short trailer. So there might be more wrong with it. When it comes to when it comes to the general gameplay and just the design and stuff like that. Now, that isn't to say this game is going to be worse than God of War 2018 or Devil May Cry 5 or anything like that. It would have to do a lot more wrong to be on that level. But compared to everything else Nintendo was showing, compared to everything else we saw, this was a very, very noticeable blemish, right? This was a very noticeable, this is Bayonetta 3. This is what we've been waiting for 4 years. This is what Platinum Games has been working on. Doesn't look as good as Astral Chain. Doesn't look as good as Bayonetta 2 or the original or Vanquish or any other games Platinum Games has worked on. It's noticeably lower quality in a lot of different areas, and it is confirmed at this point that Helena Taylor is not working as Bayonetta. She is not returning. I don't think I've seen an explanation as to why that is, but I think it has something to do with the budget. The game does look considerably cheaper than 2 did. And the game, I think, is confirmed for a 2022 release date. I don't know what season. I think they said winter of 2022. So, like, next year, maybe. I don't think they're going to radically fix the game in that time period. I don't think this game is going to be good. Am I going to finish it? Yeah, probably. I probably am going to try it just so I can, like, do a review. Because what I'm seeing at the moment is that, like, a lot of fanboys are just kind of blindly just like, oh, man, Bayonetta, she looks so cute. And, yeah, I think her redesign actually does make her look a lot cuter, which I do like. I guess I do prefer, like, the cutesy look over, like, the sexy one. But yeah, I do prefer it over her 2 design. Like, yeah, there were like positive things about the trailer, to be sure. Like, being able to summon demons, that looked kind of cool. There were things that like interested me, but compared to like what 2 did with that hype cycle, what that looked like from the very beginning, like it looked better. Like 3 does not look like it's on the same level. Like I don't think 3 is gonna live up to the hype. I really don't. So, that's my big Nintendo Direct disappointment. Bayonetta 3 is not looking as hot as I would have hoped.